Premax attacks. In cryptography, a premax attack on cryptographic hash function tries to find a message that has a specific hash value. A cryptography hash function should resist attacks on its premax or set of possible inputs. In the context of attacks, there are two types of premax resistance. Premax resistance for essentially are pre-specified outputs. It is computationally impossible to find any input that passes to that output. Given ye, it is difficult to find an X such that. Second, premax resistance for a specific input. It is computationally impossible to find another input which produces the same output. Given X, it is difficult to find a second input. This can be covered with a collision resistance, in which it is computationally impossible to find any two distinct inputs that has the same output. Should that collision resistance entail second premax resistance, but does not guarantee premax resistance. Conversely, a second premax attack entails a collision attack or trivially silenced in addition to its already known risks from the start. Ideal premax attacks, by definition, an ideal hash function ensures that the first hash way to compute a first or second premax is through a brute force attack. For unbit hash, this attack has a time complexity too, which is considered too high for a typical output size. If such complexity is the best that can be achieved by an adversary, then the hash function is considered premax resistant. However, there is a general result that quantum computers perform a structured premax attacks, which also implies second premax and thus a collision attacks. Faster premax attacks can be found by capitalizing certain hash function and are specific to that function. Some significant premax attacks have already been discovered, but they are not yet particle. If a particle premax attack is discovered, it would drastically affect many Internet protocols, in this case particle. Means that it could be executed by an attacker with a reasonable amount of resources. For example, a pre-matching attack that costs $1 trillion and takes decades to pre-max one desired hash value, or one message is not practical. One that costs a few $1,000 and takes a few weeks might be very practical. Assurancely non-particle or almost practical attacks on MD5 and SHI-1 are collision attacks. In general, a collision attack is a user to more than a premax attacks. It is not restricted by any set value or any two values can be used to collision. The time complexity of a brute force collision attacks, in contrast to the premax attacks, in only restrict premax-based attacks. The computational invisibility of office premax attacks on an ideal hash function assumes that the set of possible hash inputs is too large for a brute force search. However, if a given hash value is known to have been produced from a set of inputs that is relatively small or is ordered by likelihood in some way, then a brute force search might be effective. Practically depends on the input set size and the speed or cost of computing the hash function. A common example is the use of hashes to store password validation data for authentication. Rather than store the plain text of user password, an access control system stores a hash of the password. When a user requests access, the password they submit is hashed and compact.